Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back. So as I'm sure you can guess by the title of this video, this is a really almost excruciatingly exciting video for me to be filming. Sorry, something just fell over. You'll see in a second. It doesn't matter. I am trying so hard to keep it together and keep it manageable here, but I am so excited because I have two Grail dolls to unbox with y'all today. And I want to say before I show them off, I feel like different people use the term Grail doll differently. That's totally fine. It doesn't matter. But for me, there are dolls that are on my secondhand wish list that, they're maybe a little bit expensive, but at some point I feel like I'll be able to justify buying them. And I plan to have them in my collection at some point. When I say a Grail doll, I mean a doll that I don't think I'll ever buy. A Grail doll for me is a doll that if I won the lottery, then I would go and buy this because it's so expensive or so much harder to find than other dolls. So the fact that I have two of them is absolutely bonkers to me. We'll talk about it in a second, but first, I can't wait anymore. I have to show them off. Some of you guys might have recognized them from the blurry images that I'm planning to use in the thumbnail, but I got the Barbie princess and the Pauper dolls. I can't even say it. I'm so excited. I literally can't even speak. I feel like I'm shaking. I'm clearly very excited. So like many people who grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, I was a huge fan of the Barbie Princess and the Pauper movie. I loved that movie. I still love it as an adult. I think it holds up and it's so good. I honestly don't remember if I had these dolls as a kid, but I know that for as long as I've been kind of aware of the adult collecting market, I've been oh, that would be fun to have those dolls. It's my favorite Barbie movie. The dolls are really, really cool, as you can clearly see here. But because I'm not the only one who loves them, they are pretty pricey on the secondhand market. At least every time that I've ever checked, it's been quite difficult to get them. So the fact that I have them, it's just, I'm trying to contain it. I'm trying to maintain my cool a little bit here, but I am so ecstatic that I have the opportunity to share these with you and that I had the opportunity to buy them. I don't know how familiar you guys are with the prices for these secondhand online, but they are wild. I will easily find, I was trying to see which one was which. Annaliese, she's not quite as hard to find, at least in my experience, but Erika, for some reason, is so much more expensive and so much harder to find with all of her pieces. And that was a big thing for me, was that if I was going to get these dolls, I wanted them to be complete. And I feel the three things that they're most commonly missing is the shoes, because Barbie shoes just kind of fall off, or the headpieces. Specifically, I see Erika missing her flower crown all the time, or the cats. Annaliese does have her cat. It's fallen out because she's a little loose in the box, but it's in the box here. And I really wanted to have these dolls complete. That was important to me. It was just kind of something that I didn't want to spend the money on them if they weren't going to be complete. And the prices that I've seen range from $100 per doll in box on a good day for Annaliese. Usually it's $150 for Erika. Again, that's if you're lucky. But more often I see prices $150 for Annaliese and $200, $300 for Erika, sometimes even worse. Obviously the market fluctuates, so sometimes it's a lot better and sometimes it's a lot worse. And so because of that price, I had always just assumed that I wouldn't ever get to own these dolls because there's a certain point where I hit my threshold, right? Where it's okay, I love this doll, but is it really worth that much money? And I just didn't think that I could justify spending $300 plus on these dolls. But I was so lucky to find these two listed on eBay. They were in a lot together. And you may have noticed something interesting about the box is that all of the text, aside from the Barbie Princess and the Pauper, is in Japanese. I'll show you a little close up here. And even on the back. These are Japanese editions of the dolls. And I did have them shipped in from Japan. So that's super, super fascinating to me. I don't know what the situation is. I can't believe that these were listed. They were listed for $200, and then after the shipping, it was $250, which is about as much as I would ever willingly spend on these dolls, just because I think that, I understand that they're hard to find. So that was a price that is very high. Obviously, I'm very lucky to have been able to spend that. But it also is weirdly so much cheaper than I usually see these dolls going for, especially considering they are in a box. I know that they are 100% complete. So I was just so excited when I had that opportunity to get these. I don't know why they were that cheap. I don't know if it's because people didn't want to get an international version, or it might be because the little try me buttons on the box are broken. I can't explain it, but frankly, I don't need to. I don't want to. I'm just I'm so excited because like this truly is like the cheapest I've ever seen a complete like in-box set of these dolls. I've never like, maybe that's just me, maybe I just have bad luck, but I've never seen them at that price point, and I never thought that I would be able to own these dolls, and I'm getting emotional, but like these things mean so much to me. And I'm so excited because I really, truly, like every time I've ever looked it up, I've done so with the knowledge that like, okay, you're going to look, you're going to be disappointed. You are not going to buy these dolls because you're not going to be able to afford to. And this time I could. It was a lot. Like it definitely wasn't, you know, an easy purchase. Like, oh, let me just casually spend $10 at Target. But like I could justify it and I could afford to. And so I have these beautiful dolls to share with you guys today. And I'm clearly very emotional about this, but like I just can't describe how much it means to me that I actually have these, and I am so beyond excited. I do feel a little bit bad because I feel like the boxes are a little more special because they're all in Japanese. Like, obviously, I'm sure that there was plenty of distribution in Japan, but like, I don't know how many of the Japanese boxes have survived to this day, so I do feel a little bit bad. I might try to be really careful with the unboxing and like preserve them, but I have to unbox these dolls. I have to like get to see them and have that tactile experience with them. And I have to put batteries in them and hope that they actually sing after all this time, because it's been like 20 years since that movie came out. So who can say if they actually still work? We're going to find out. But either way, I'm going to be so happy. I already am so happy. So sorry, I know this has been like a very long, rambly intro, but like I just had to impress upon y'all how much it means to me that I get to be making this video. So yeah, that's finally all I have to say. If you're still with me and you're having fun, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more. But I am going to very delicately unbox these dolls, and then we'll flip the camera around so you can see them, and we'll like look at them in all their glory, and hopefully just have an amazing time. Like I can't imagine myself not having an amazing time. So I'm going to do that off camera really quick, and I'll be right back with y'all. Okay, I've gotten everything out, and what an absolutely harrowing experience it was. First of all, I did save the boxes here. I also didn't take out these little pieces just because, like, since I'm saving the boxes anyway, I didn't feel like it was worth it, because it's not like they're pieces that I'm really going to use, like the brush, the comb, a little perfume, and a little mirror. They're kind of just extra accessories to me, and so I would rather preserve them in the box, since I am keeping the box for like posterity's sake, than actually taking them out. So you can kind of see them in there. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of like what the accessories are, but obviously I was mostly interested in the dolls. Now, the reason this was so harrowing was because I didn't have the batteries on hand that you were supposed to like put in these dolls. Originally, they would have come with 3 AG13 batteries. But I also think I forgot to mention this in the intro. The dolls had been previously like taken out of the box, obviously not like fully deboxed, because you know, like the stuff is still in there, but the dolls have been taken out, and so the batteries have been taken out as well, and I didn't have the proper batteries, so I had to run along to my little local store and try to find them, and they didn't have AG13. Apparently, I could be so wrong. I'll show you the box here where it says. So it says AG13 LR44, so like presumably those are interchangeable. They didn't have either of those, but they had, I think it's like a 357 button cell battery, which I looked it up, and is supposed to be pretty much the same as an LR44, except the voltage is a little different and they're made out of different materials. So I grabbed that just in case. Very long story short, I went on a whole escapade, and also like my husband had to help me out and clean out the battery case. I'm not gonna like open it all the way, but the case in the back did have a little bit of corrosion, and so he cleaned that up while I was at the store. And they don't sing, so I don't know if that's an issue of the corrosion or the age, or if they are in fact like not the exact proper batteries. I don't know, but it was a very long adventure to get not a result, but that's okay. Like, it obviously would have been a huge bonus if they did sing, and I will probably try to order the like 100% proper batteries online just to see and make sure that like there's no other way. But given that these dolls are so old, it's not like, it's not the same thing as buying a new doll off the shelf and like the batteries don't work right. You know, like you kind of go into it expecting that it might not happen. So a little bit disappointing, but it's not going to diminish my joy for having these. Like, I'm still so excited about these. Before we talk about the actual dolls, the only other accessories of note are the cats, which obviously are super important to me. They're, again, part of the entire reason why I wanted the dolls to be complete, is because I desperately wanted these cats. Because, like, as a huge cat person, I obviously loved these characters in the movie. This is little Serafina. She is Annaliese's pet cat. And she's an absolute little princess. I love her. It is really funny that the figurine is just completely hollow on the inside. I didn't know that going in, but like that's okay. I still think she's really cute. And I just feel like the dolls aren't complete unless they have their cats with them. And then the second cat is Wolfie here, who is Erika's pet cat, and he actually does have a head that can move. His face is also alive. Like, it is so silly, but it's so charming in its silliness for me. Like, a lot of that is definitely nostalgia. I'm sure that a lot of other people wouldn't feel the same way, and that's totally chill. But for me, like, he looks silly goofy, and it's just fun. Like, I get good vibes from these little silly cats, so that's super. Who do I want to start with? Wolfie is having trouble balancing. Who do I want to start with? Because when I was younger, I remember thinking that Annalise was, like, infinitely superior. But now I'm like, Erika's kind of cool. Let's start with Annalise. Okay. I, like I said, even though they don't sing, like they aren't functioning right now, I'm still so excited to have these dolls. Like, I'm fat emotional right now. So her crown is like tied on. It's a little messy. I'm definitely going to wash the hair and everything because it could be a lot worse, but also it could be better, and they deserve only the best. They have the older Barbie face, like the 2000s Barbie face. And I just love it. Like, obviously everyone has their own preferences for face molds. This one was the face mold of my childhood. So like, of course I love it. Of course I'm really, really excited about it. She does have like a few little marks on her, but that's nothing that I can't clean up. She's so pretty. And I'm trying not to cry. I'm so excited about this. She has on a little choker, and I think you can see that the metal is a bit tarnished there. I'm definitely going to have to try to clean that up. Like, again, it's just an age thing. It's not anything big. Then her dress. Guys, okay, can we just... Modern day Barbie could literally never... Like, these weren't the most budget dolls that came from this movie, but they also were technically still Playline dolls. Like, this isn't a collector level doll from Barbie. She's got the real chains on the choker. All of these details on the dress are so beautiful. The ruffles with the trim and like just everything, the layers to the dress. There's, I think, 3. Yeah, so there's like this pink sparkly one, and then another mesh layer, and then the final layer here. Modern day Barbie could literally never do this. Like, I just am so blown away and so excited by the detail in the dress. It is very movie accurate, and like, it's just making me feel so many emotions. Like the cording on the sides here. Oh my God. And then of course we have the shoes that I also desperately wanted to have to make sure that they were complete. So that is Princess Annalise. And then we have Erika over here. Sorry, Wolfie, I didn't mean to knock you over, bud. Okay. Same face, because like, A, they're both Barbies, but B, that is a plot point within the movie. She has a little choker with a heart pendant on it, and the flower crown is present, which, like, it's so small and so silly, but like, it's so important to me for some reason that she had this, just because I feel like her look isn't quite complete without it. It just really ties her together, and I think it's appropriate that she get like a sort of crown, even though she, you know, didn't really become a princess till the end of the movie. But yeah, she definitely needs some more help on her hair because her hairband disintegrated over time. But the dress again, y'all, the ruffles at the waist and this incredible bodice piece, the sequins on the side, the little bows. She doesn't really have like layers proper because it's just like a different sort of dress, but the front panel with the different fabrics and the shimmer and the shine, she's just so beautiful. And like, I'm so speechless. Like, I feel like I'm not making a good video because I'm just so excited. Her little shoes, very important to have. I just genuinely am like so ecstatic to have these. And it kind of feels a little surreal. Like, I can't 100% quite believe that these are in my little silly goofy doll room and like I can touch them, like they're right here. I've wanted these dolls for so long, and I had resigned myself to just never having them. So now getting to have that experience it's just really making me feel things. And I just like, I know I'm harbored on Barbie. I'm sorry. Like, obviously, there are things about modern day Barbie that I like as well. But there's just something about this time period of Barbie. It helps that I grew up with this time period of Barbie. So, like, I am definitely biased in that sense. But the detail and the beautiful color palettes, like, it's very vibrant and bright and like pink and blue and like very obviously still Barbie. Like, it's still giving Barbie vibes, but it's not that like aggressive, like careless sort of bright, if that makes sense. I feel so many things. And I'm so sorry if this is like a boring video and like not exciting to watch. Normally I wait when I get like, you know, just 2 dolls. I would have waited to just do a doll haul, but these felt so significant that I wanted them to have their own video because like they're not just dolls that I wanted. Like these are literally holy grail dolls. And so even if it's kind of a little boring or a little short or whatever it ends up being, I felt like they deserve to have their own video. And I just wanted to share my excitement for these with you guys because I'm utterly blown away. Normally I can't kind of shut up. I'm just so excited that I can't even stop looking at them long enough to form a sentence to talk to y'all. I'm just sitting here staring at these dolls. So I guess I could go do that in my own time. I will be, like I said, cleaning up their hair and everything, and I'll be taking pictures. So eventually I'll post those to my Instagram if you are curious to see how they look when they are like more properly restored. I'll probably get the other batteries and update on Instagram as well if I could make them work. Because like they are supposed to sing together, so it'd be super chill if I could make it work. But either way, I'm gonna be okay. It makes me want to like watch the movie again. Like having these makes me want to go watch the movie again. I'm planning to in the future for a video, but y'all have to wait to see that. But yeah, I'm literally having like the best day. So I hope that this was fun for you guys. I hope that like you could share some of my joy through the camera here. I hope this wasn't just utter nonsense, but I just really had to show these off and really had to give them their own dedicated video and tell you how much they mean to me and just be excited on the internet. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, y'all. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.